Had to take a second to see if it was actually going live or not. The last time I tried to go live with somebody who I was interviewing, we were talking, we saw each other on screen, we thought I was recording, and then I saw a button in the bottom that said, like, go live, and I was like, oh, darn it. Anyway, I'm sitting here folding Christmas presents, and I was having a thought. I was realizing things. I was realizing that, for one thing, I tend to have a hard time with Christmas. Like, when my kids were little, I used to love it, and I love giving people gifts. That's the funny thing. But I don't like the obligatory, and as they've gotten older, it has become less pleasurable for me. And I realize, for one reason, it is something that I struggle with, is feeling not enough. And it's an issue that I'm working on. But if you have the core wounding, I'm not enough. And at the same time, sometimes I feel like I'm too much. Because it's two different things. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm not enough for people. Like, I'm not good enough. And as I'm sitting here and I'm wrapping these gifts, and the whole time I'm feeling like shame of, like, these aren't good enough. They're not going to be happy. They're going to complain. Like, this isn't what they wanted. And it's just like, and a strong desire to want to be enough, a strong desire to want to be able to give gifts that make them feel so excited and see them happy, you know? So I'm just curious. I see, yeah, you're folding Christmas gifts. Yes, exactly. I'm folding them. But I'm wondering if anybody else has ever had this feeling while they're doing Christmas. Has anybody else run into these feelings of not feeling enough? Well, hello, Leyland Barris and my friend Virgo Animal Whisper. Yeah. And this is what I like to do. When I get on, I like to be real with people. I like to tell people how I'm feeling, because I feel like maybe somebody else can feel less alone in those feelings, you know? And I know that I don't want to always have to feel like I'm not good enough. I have done the best that I could do buying gifts, but definitely being triggered into feeling like this isn't good enough. She says, you are more than enough. If they complain about the gifts, then they go to the naughty list and no more gifts. Yeah, and it's just like, I feel like I might have had this feeling before, even as a kid, like, maybe, although my mom did pretty good at Christmas. I don't know. I'm just sitting here and I'm feeling like, I love that feeling when you have a gift that you know that they're going to just love. Yvonne, I know it's you. I wasn't sure if you wanted me to say your name. um, Hi, honey. He walks by and I lose my whole train of thought. But that's a good thing. Yeah. I want to be able to, I wish I had the gifts that would make them be like, oh my gosh, yes. And I don't feel like I have that this year. And I feel like Spirit has been telling me to just shine my light really bright, to be able to, like, if I'm feeling like they're not good enough and I'm feeling ashamed of my gifts, then they're going to feel that energy. So if I at least work on my energy and try to make the day a very happy day, honestly, I don't do Christmas. I'm so over it. I choose to be alone, and I am more than happy with that. I'm waiting for the 1-1 portal. I like, I don't like all of the consumerism of Christmas, but I like that feeling. I loved Christmas as a little kid. I loved the energy of it. I loved reading my kids' Christmas stories. My favorite one was a book my mom bought me when my kids were little to read to my kids, called Alabaster Song. And it's about the angel on top of the tree, basically uh, being like a true angel and watching everybody. And it was told from that perspective. And that book always used to make me cry. I can't remember where that book is now. But that feeling, that special feeling, the energy in the air, I want to create that. And I guess you really can't create that no matter how many good gifts you give. That feeling is not created by gifts. Well, hi, GNJ Fretter. Nice to see you. I'm talking about giving Christmas gifts and that feeling of not feeling good enough sometimes, and how Christmas can sometimes trigger that feeling. Charlotte, nice to meet you, Charlotte. And how sometimes Christmas can, if you have that, oh, hey, Felicia. If you have the wounding of not enough or not good enough, sometimes Christmas can really trigger that. At least it's triggered it in me, and I feel like I'm not alone in this. I bet that there are other people out there who wish they could give better gifts, and wonder, like, for me, quite honestly, it felt deep. It feels deep. Hi, Scott. Oh, thank you. Thank you for sending the love. It does. It feels deep. It doesn't feel like frivolous. It's not, it feels like it's triggering something in me of, I'm just going to be really honest with you guys. It feels like it's triggering, like, I'm not a good enough mom. Hmm, sorry. I don't like to stay in these kind of feelings, though. You know, I like to express them and to move past it. Scott says, you're amazing. Just the fact that you think that shows me that you're an amazing person. Thank you. I think I try, and I am still trying. I'm a very flawed person. I have so many flaws. I'm human beyond being human. I feel like sometimes sometimes I think of us as being like refurbished, like in new lives and stuff like that. Like, we have multiple lifetimes. I think that we come back multiple times. And I also kind of feel like we're more designed and more, it feels like we're refurbished sometimes. We're like, if you think of a computer that's been wiped clean and cleaned up and then use it again, and then it's wiped cleaned and used again. There's always like little tidbits in there of error messages and things like that. And I feel like sometimes we have those things. And these are things that I'm working through. Here, I'll read the comments real quick. I like to read them. Yvonne says, why can't there be a special meal altogether and celebrate life without physical things? I would appreciate much more than gathering friends and no gifts. And you know what? That is something too that I've been thinking of, and I feel like Spirit's guiding me towards is like just be proud of what I can give. If I have the feeling inside of me that I know that I've worked hard to buy the meager, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I didn't think I was going to cry, but I've worked hard to try to buy the things that I have bought. And if I can have that feeling inside myself of feeling proud of being able to give what I can give, and I can put my energy into like creating a nice meal, like Yvonne said, and to just like bring the energy of joy. This doesn't feel like I'm bringing the energy of joy. I don't want to bring this kind of energy to my holiday event with my kids, you know? I want to be able to clear this all out and like get to a place of like, I'm good, you know? I didn't realize I was going to get so emotional. Uh, Yvonne says, Julia, please don't beat yourself up over this. It is an emotional time right now, and I'm sorry you feel sad. Thank you. I was invited to a friend's house for Christmas Eve, and I couldn't do it, and she was very understanding, where I was like, I just can't do that right now. I need some quiet time because I want to get into a better feeling place, you know? And I know I can. I know I can. Um, I just thought I would pop on here and really see if anybody else, you know, to be able to say these things and to see if uh there was anybody else out there who ever felt like triggered it, the not good enough was triggered during Christmas during their gift giving, and wishing that they could do more, you know? Ah, goodness gracious. Um, but yeah, I think like Yvonne was saying, like to create a special meal, I'm gonna be doing a brunch instead of like a big dinner. And um I think I'm gonna put my excitement into that. My excitement into creating, so I love to cook and put my love into my food. Um, I'm cooking vegan for my daughter Melaine, and so that gets a little tricky because I'm not vegan, so I have to learn things. But I've designed this recipe for vegan mac and cheese using a butternut squash that I grew in my garden, and I need to get some raw cashews. So it's going to be like butternut squash and the raw cashews and nutritional yeast, and I think it's going to be really good. And I'm going to do some cinnamon rolls, and I'm trying to design. I like shrimp and grits, but she doesn't eat shrimp, so I think I'm gonna do like a tofu, like a crispy little chunks of crispy tofu with the green and red bell peppers and onions with the seasoning, the paprika, smoked paprika and stuff. I think it should be good with the grits. And I'll put my love all into that and try to really create an atmosphere that feels fun and vibrant and loving, and stop beating myself up for not having as many things to give as I want. So I appreciate you guys coming on and listening and corresponding, and I hope no matter how you celebrate or don't celebrate, I hope that you're able to feel the energy of Christmas and yeah, really just tap into the energy of feeling love. And I guess that's the best that I can do too. I'm going to show you my beautiful tree before I leave because I love my tree. And that is one thing that I definitely feel grateful for. Yvonne says, you can't put a price on a good meal until you go to the store, of course. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of crazy how much everything costs these days. Here, let me show you my tree. Oh, look at that beautiful tree. Can you believe it? When I first moved here, I was so mad about having to leave my other trees that I loved. They were big, beautiful, like extremely old live oak trees. And I told this tree she was ugly. I was so mean. I was just missing my other trees, but we have since made up and bonded, and she gives me beautiful pine cones, and this is the tree where I like to do my interviews. So you see my chair and stuff out there, and I got married underneath that tree too. It was beautiful. Anyway, many blessings to you guys, and I hope that you have a beautiful day today and tomorrow as well. All right, love you. Bye.